Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Should I say good night to everybody? How y'all doing? It's DDE80, aka Mike D, aka 13 Wonder of the World. I'm just out here having a conversation with you folks for a few minutes. Talk about the recap of football. It's not gonna take that long. I'm not gonna be on here long. I gotta go to work. Do my other job. But man, I watched some of the football games today. First of all, shout out to the Patriots for winning the first game of the season. I know it was against the Jets, and I know that we're playing a team that's possibly not going to be in the playoffs. But shout out to the Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott did his thing. Mac Jones did his thing. Hunter Henry did his thing. Those boys went up there to show out the play. Now, next week, we got the Cowboys. And speaking of the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, you have really tripped me out today, man. You were supposed to beat the Cardinals. What are you guys in a trap game worrying about the Patriots? Man, there's no expectation for us to go to win the Super Bowl this year, but it's expectation for you to win the Super Bowl. And you drop the ball like that against an Arizona Cardinals team that does not have Kyler Murray as their quarterback. Come on, man. You guys are tripping. Speaking of the Sun, man, I told you, Bonner, Thomas, they beat Stewie and Jonquel Jones today. So good looking out. That's going to be an interesting series right there. I think that the Liberty will regroup in game 2 and win against the Sun. That's just my thought on that. As well as I think Asia and them beat the Wings, if I'm not mistaken. I hope, could be wrong, but I think that the Aces did win against the Wings. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, did you see the mollywop whooping that happened to the Denver Broncos? Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. Sean Payton, after what happened today, you lose by 50 points, man. You guys were down by 50 points. I have never seen anybody put up 70 points. I've seen people put up 63, but I've never seen anybody put up 70 points like that, man. The Miami Dolphins offense is very scary, guys. And I hate to say this, but you might as well put them in the same conversation with the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, and the Baltimore Ravens. Even though the Ravens lost Lamar Jackson, I know that's kind of because he didn't have half of his starters with him, but still in all, man, Russell Wilson them didn't even put up a fight, guys. And I had him as one of my 5 quarterbacks that should be trying to win a title to get to the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Sean Payton's gonna have some explaining to do. He's gonna have some explaining to do. He's gonna have to talk to these people about what happened. He's gonna have to explain to not only the front office, but also to the city of Denver. What is going on, man? Prime and them lost this week, but you know what, guys? They were up against a better team. Bo Nix and them are something serious, man. Those guys also one of the teams I think that could get to compete for a BCS championship bowl game. I just, Prime and them are probably they're gonna bounce back the next game and do better, I think. But Colorado had the toughest matchup yesterday against Oregon, man. LSU won. Shout out to LSU for winning. They came back and won. They was playing with the team. But LSU's got to start learning how to put the defense. When they got a game won, they need to put the defense on them. And that defense doing their thing. Now, Jalen Daniels is still phenomenal on the offense, along with Monique Neighbors and those boys, man, and Diggs and all those boys. But their defense gotta help their offense out, man. You know. Um, and I hate to get on the New Orleans Saints, man. And I hope that Derek Carr is up and about and ready to play next game. I hope his shoulder injury is not for the season, because that's the only problem that Derek Carr had when he was in Oakland. He couldn't stay healthy. But I think that, hopefully it's not that bad. The Saints had Jordan Love spooked, and Jordan Love was able to come back and win the game. And I keep telling you guys that when he learns the whole playbook of the Green Bay Packers, they're going to be something serious with him. But shout out to Green Bay for coming back, beating the Saints. But the Saints should have won that game, folks. They should have won that game. I still believe that if Derek Carr stays healthy, they could possibly win the division. They have one of the easiest schedules in the game. I think down the line we play them in. I think they come to Foxborough and play us, the Saints. But man, did you guys see it? Football was interesting today. The Cowboys lost. Man, uh, it was just a rough week for football, man. The Houston Texans beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence and them, as good as they were, they lost. I also think Tannehill and them lost as well, man. And it happens. The Cleveland Browns right now are setting themselves up for a good playoff push. But man, this was a wild week of football. The Denver Nuggets, excuse me, I mean the Denver Broncos, man, got beat, mollywopped, man. They were down 70 to, was it 20 to 70, something like that. I can't remember. I know that those boys put up like 70 points in the fourth quarter, man. And that was just tough. I went to sleep. I was like, man, this ain't what's up, man. Russell Wilson, man. Denver is acting like they want to be media-core again, man. They're acting media-core. They're acting like they are satisfied with what the team that they have. And if I am those boys, an organization of Denver, I would be on the phone right now trying to make some moves. Sean Payton, you just signed a deal to come to them, and this is what you give off? You never did this for New Orleans, man. When you were coaching the Saints, Drew Brees never got beat where a team put up 70 points on him. Russell Wilson, a former Super Bowl winning quarterback, is getting beat like that where a team puts up 70 points on him? Oh, man, come on, man. You guys got to be kidding me, man. This is not what it is. I was going to save this for tomorrow, but I said no. While I got a little time, I want to talk about it tonight. And this is what it is, And I hope, and I really do hope, that they go back to the drawing board next week and try to win a game. Because Denver is now, 0-3 or something like that? They're not going to go to the playoffs playing like that, man. That's just me talking, me being honest, me being so serious. They're not going to win playing like that. And Russell Wilson, man, he has pressure on him to get this done, man. And he's been there going on, this is his second year there. And this is what happens? You know what, folks? I'll tell you like this here. There's always sunshine behind the dark cloud. And I hope that the sunny days for Denver comes. I really do hope that. But if not, this is going to be a tough season for them. they're going to have to swallow a lot of answers, and they're going to have to come up with answers for the problem that they have in Denver. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good night. I am Mike D, a.k.a. DDE80, a.k.a. 13-1 of the world. Y'all have a good night. I will be back on tomorrow to talk more about football, as well as preview Monday Night Raw, as well as the baseball season as it's starting to climb down. Shout out to Aaron Judge for putting up 3 more home runs in the game the other night. Shout out to him again for doing that. It's just a shame that I don't think the Yankees are going to go to the playoffs this year, and he's doing all this greatness. They need to figure out what can they surround them around to try to get them back to being in pinstripe history, which is a shot of the World Series. But until then, God bless, God keep, sleep well, pray to God. I hope that everything goes right with you on this night. Good night.